Hello everyone, welcome to a video. Now, I was kind of watching today's pre-stream, kind of going in and out, and today's pre-stream, which is January 10th, when he's doing his Demon Souls playthrough, all that kind of shit, this came to my mind. His pre-streams are not even watchable anymore. They're not. His pre-stream was almost an hour and 30 minutes, almost. And we'll get into that a little bit later into this video because it kind of comes back. But I just want to say this. I've said this on Twitter as well. The reason why I kind of stopped covering his pre-streams is that he could say, like, when I watch the stream, I don't really have an accurate timestamp because, you can't really know when exactly in the YouTube video that he's gonna say this would be or something. So I have to comb through 50 fucking minutes to find one little thing I want to bring up. And it's just terrible. It's terrible because I'm not gonna sit through another fucking hour just to find something that I want to listen to. I just can't do that. I would much rather listen to a podcast at that point than listen to his fucking pre-streams. His pre-streams are nothing of value. And these recent pre-streams, the beginning of this year till now, his pre-streams are the fucking same. He has said the same shit every fucking day. It's schedule, Mario Sunshine, my girlfriend's moving in, shoutouts. The next day, schedule update, shoutouts, my girlfriend's moving in, Mario Sunshine, every fucking day, and it's just mind-numbing. It's mind-numbing. I at this point I kind of stopped watching. I stopped watching the pre-streams at this point because what I usually do sometimes would be, play Street Fighter 5 or something and then just watch the pre-stream and listen to that. And now I can't even do that because it's not entertaining anymore. And I'm not saying that it's not entertaining because there's no drama going on, but it's the same shit. He doesn't talk about anything different. He doesn't try to mix up the pre-streams a little bit. Maybe one day he shouldn't talk about, what he's going to be doing tomorrow or what he's going to be doing next week or whatever. Maybe he should talk more about what he's playing or something. Just find something to change it up. Find something to shorten the pre-streams because it's just mind-numbingly long and I lose interest. And it's not like, ADD kind of nonsense. It's the same shit day in, day out. I don't want my girlfriend to have a public persona, but, she's moving in, she'll be in gameplay videos. Oh, Mario Sunshine's gonna happen now. I got HDMI converter. Now the HDMI converter did not work, so I got a new one because Kukan told me to. Like, it's fucking nonsense. It's nonsense at this point. And sometimes in these pre-streams, it's just him whining about mundane nonsense. And it just... Okay, so let's see what Hellblazer has to say about these pre-streams. Not gonna sugarcoat it. The length of these pre-streams is getting kind of ridiculous. It's at the point where every day now it's 45 minutes to an hour or more long when it should realistically be 15 to 20 minutes at most. Exactly. He doesn't need to talk for a fucking hour. And a lot of these times he's gonna say in this thread that it's double the length because of shoutouts. It's not even that anymore. The shoutouts are like 15 minutes. He just rambles and brags for an hour. He literally brags. And I've said this multiple times. It's really obnoxious to sit through these pre-streams and just hearing him brag about this girl that he got. Like, I got a girlfriend. Oh, she's moving in. She loves to clean. She loves to cook. Oh my god, dude, I can't wait for her to move in. And it's just like, I don't fucking care anymore. Just shut the fuck up about her. I'm tired of listening to this girl that has no name. For all we know, that she might be just a nobody. She might not even exist at this point. It's fucking ridiculous hearing him brag about this girl like he's a 12-year-old. It's like, Phil, calm the fuck down. Like, it's insane. He's talking to his viewer base as if he needs to show off that he has a girlfriend. And imagine, you're his girlfriend. Let's say that you're his girlfriend, unfortunately for you. And you go watch his pre-streams and all he's doing is bragging about how you're moving in. You're gonna be cleaning, you're gonna be cooking, you're gonna be going to work, you're gonna be paying the bills. How would you feel? You would feel as if he doesn't give a fuck about you. All he cares about the fucking chores that you're gonna be doing for the house. It's insane. It's insane. You know what? I was about to do a video about his whole girlfriend thing, but Tevin beat me to it, which I'm actually happy for. Watch Tevin's video. He kind of sums up everything perfectly. So there's that. But look at this. In that 51 minutes, 48 minutes, an hour and 2 minutes, 2 pre-streams that are an hour and 2 minutes long. That is insane. Then he goes on to say, add on the time before the pre-stream and you're talking almost an hour and a half before gameplay happens every single day. I can't be the only one who sees a problem with this. The mass shoutouts at the end of the pre-streams contribute to it, but most of it is because Phil's tendency to explain in excruciating detail and repeat himself. You gotta do something to streamline it, man. Exactly. And this guy claims he has a script for his shoutouts. But the thing is that he scripts everything out, at least in bullet form. At least. I mean, that's kind of whatever. That's not neither here nor there, but he goes through a fucking checklist of things to talk to his peons about because he thinks his fans are fucking retards. I honestly believe, he explains in excruciating detail to his fans because he thinks his fans are retards. Because, like, think about the tips section. When he goes into something, oh, okay guys, you want to tip me, you gotta scroll down on the page, find the image of me posing with Pokemon, and click that and you'll find my tip page, dude. He could just say, oh, you could tip me, you know, you say, oh, you can cheer, sub, and tip, and then move on. No, he has to explain all of that. He has to explain what you get for all of that. Why? Why do we need an explanation as how to cheer, sub, and tip? Like, the people that are there already know. Like, I'm getting worked up overthinking about it because he thinks his viewers are fucking dumb. He thinks that they're dumb. There's no other way that he would explain this. And I've gotten complaints on my own videos saying that I sometimes repeat myself. And I do that a lot of the times. And I'm sorry. But it's just, that is more of like, you know, when I'm trying to explain something multiple times, that's just me trying to drive home a point. But at some point, it's not like I'm trying to tell you how to give me money for an hour fucking long. And these videos are dumb fucking videos, but these pre-streams are just ridiculous. 30 minutes was fine. 30 minutes was great. But it's an hour long of just hearing how we would have to move in a bitch for no fucking reason. We don't need to know this. Why do we need to know? Think about this. Ask yourself, why do you need to know the process of moving in his girlfriend? Why is that useful information for the fucking viewer? Why is that useful information? Why do we need to know? Because, oh, we need to explain why he has time off. He could just say he's taking time off to move his girlfriend and then leave it at that. But no, he has to explain why she's moving in, how they got to that decision, all this other nonsense information. And he does it with every fucking thing. He can go into excruciating detail why he goes to sleep at night. Well, guys, I gotta go to bed, you know, I gotta get my pajamas on, I gotta do this whole routine, okay? Because, you know what, I need to go through a sleep cycle, okay? My brain cannot be wired for 24 hours. I need to sleep and relax so my body can reset and be ready for the next day. So, like, that's fucking nonsense. Let's continue. Let's continue with this fucking dumbass fucking video. So almost everyone in this thread agrees with him. What a surprise. Yes, I totally agree. The pre-streams being too long. What I suggest DSP to do is send out 2 tweets. The pre-stream is live. Once the pre-stream is over, the gameplay is now starting, but that's gonna take a long fucking time. That's gonna extend the pre-streams. Because he doesn't just send out a tweet like, done. No, it's... Okay, I said the tweet. You know, the tweet's kind of funny, dude. Is this gonna start talking about nonsense? He's gonna... No, that's a terrible idea. The intention is good. The intention is sound, but it's DSP. He's gonna make that's gonna be like another 5 minutes. Another 5 minutes because he's gonna ramble about some Twitter thing. I guarantee it. Because he's gonna say, "Oh, okay, guys, my laptop gotta warm up. My laptop's slow, dude." Okay, so let's see what DSP has to say about this thread. By the way, have you noticed that the OP did not insult him? All these posts are not even insulting. They're all and all of them are from his fucking cucks. Nick is here, our boy Nick, who's the biggest cuck of all on the forums at least, uh, agrees with this. So let's see what DSP has to say. Okay, enough whining, and I do mean that, because that's all this thread has been. Nothing constructive, no reasons as to why I shouldn't do an informative pre-stream every day, just whining. No one is saying he shouldn't do an informative pre-stream. They're just saying that it should be shorter and it should be more streamlined. Because the thing is, at the same time, when you have an excruciating detailed pre-stream that's full of words and rambling and slurping and gurgling and gulping and snorting and coughing and laughing and all this other shit, information gets lost because because it becomes background noise. And that's what these pre-streams have become. His hardcore fan base probably doesn't even know what he says in pre-stream. That's honestly why he's able to get away with contradicting himself in the same pre-stream now, because he rambles so much that people don't care. And that's an issue. His pre-streams are so long that no one gives a fuck anymore about what he's saying. It just becomes nonsense. When I didn't used to do shoutouts for cheers, subs, tips on stream, pre-streams lasted about 20-30 minutes. Now that I do shoutouts and shoutouts, the pre-streams have doubled because guess what? I'm doing shoutouts before we start the game. He can do shoutouts during the time he sets up the game, but no, you have to sit there of him going through Muxie, sucking Golden Cook's dick, all these other people who give him a lot of money for no reason. That he does nothing. He does absolutely nothing, and he makes more money. He makes more money doing nothing than playing the fucking game. So in a way, it kind of benefits him not playing the game than it does when he plays the fucking game. Isn't that fucking insane? But, so you have to sit through that, and then you have to sit through him just clicking, and then doing a YouTube intro, then maybe him booting the game up, then waiting through the load times just to get to the game. You can't do all that stuff at once. No, you have to sit, it's all a phase. It's like you have to sit through the pre-stream phase, then the shoutout phase, then the YouTube intro phase, then the loading phase, then you get the gameplay, which is fucking insane. But okay. Every day I promise around 4 hours of gameplay, and every day that's what you get on my first streams. The stream starts around 11:30 a.m., an hour earlier than when I used to start, by the way, which honestly, that whole thing lost its value. It lost its value because it doesn't fucking matter anymore. It doesn't matter when he starts at this point. Pre-streams start around 11:45, and then it ends between 12:30 12:45. Today's pre-stream almost ended at 1 p.m. his time. Yeah. Followed by 4 hours of gameplay with a 15-minute break thrown in. Nowhere in there is gameplay lost. I'm delivering the same 4 hours I promised. This guy claims he's a gamer, but he gives us 4 hours of games. But he talks more than he plays the game. If you don't want to hear pre-stream, don't show up for pre-stream. Show out around 12:30 when typically gameplay begins. If you're lucky. If you're fucking lucky. Sometimes he starts gameplay at 1 p.m. Sometimes he starts gameplay at 12:50. So you can show up there at 12:30. That doesn't guarantee that you'll get gameplay. You'll get rambling if you're unlucky. It's garbage. It's fucking garbage. Because half the time he runs late to his own fucking stream. If you want to see someone do streaming differently, there are thousands of streamers you can watch. But remember, he wants viewers, he wants people to come back and all this other stuff. But he's telling people if you want to watch games, go elsewhere. This guy's a gamer. This guy's a let's player, and he's telling people to go to other streamers. Okay, this guy has a very good business degree, guys. He's a very stable genius. If the pre-stream bothers you so much that you can't stay because you're so impatient, that is a shortcoming of you, not me. I cover a ton of informative stuff during pre-streams, and the vast majority of viewers like them. Who? Who likes them? His usual cucks, his Brightside Viking, and the people who complain about them get banned. So of course people like him, because he bans everyone that hates him. Like that's the thing that I hate about his fucking Twitch stream. That's why his Twitch community is full of fucking slaves that are willing to eat whatever DSP gives them. Because anyone that disagrees or dislikes them gets banned. And he doesn't like to admit that. But the only people who are able to kind of to criticize what he says or complain are people who give him money. That's why Brightside Viking, who, give him an issue about the fucking plumber issue that was last year, was able to continue being a mod and all the other stuff because he gave them money. That Anonymous used to be a mod for a while, and then he got demodded. Now, of course, that Anonymous got upset about that and stopped showing up to streams. He threw a hissy fit about it, and DSP gave him modship again. And guess what? That Anonymous is sucking Phil's dick really hardcore now because he's a mod. He has that nice little sword, so he wants to stay in Phil's good graces, so he sucks his dick. Okay. So Tom Dickerson, sorry about that, says, I saw several people in chat complain about it on multiple days. They say things like, where's the game? Or the guy wants me to donate to support his gameplay, but I've been here 30 minutes and haven't seen one game get played. Those people get timed out or banned and never heard from again. Exactly. So remember when you said that no one complains about the pre-streams, everyone likes them. He brings out that these people get banned for saying that, and then he says this. And this is where he gets really fucking ridiculous. Because those people aren't actually there to be constructive and enjoy the stream. They're trolls. Which is why you'll notice none of them are subbed or have ever cheered, and their names you've never seen before. These people would probably cheer if they saw a game get played. A guy literally said, this guy wants me to donate to support his gameplay, but I've been here for 30 minutes and haven't seen one game get played. Banned. They're not gonna come back, so why would they want to support him? They get banned! They get banned! It's amazing. So the only way you can give constructive criticism or complain about his pre-streams is if you give him fucking money. You have to give him money during the nonsense in order for you to complain about the nonsense. That is fucking insane. You're forcing people to like it then. What? Okay. Who only joined to try and shit on my gameplay. How do you know? How do you know they're gonna shit on your gameplay? And at the same time, he says he doesn't care. He doesn't care. In his own fucking Twitch rules, it says, you can make fun of how I play, but don't be a troll about it, or whatever. But he says, they're gonna make fun of my gameplay, so, they're trolls anyway. Okay then. Sound good? When the gameplay doesn't immediately start, they get impatient that they can't get toxic right away. Oh god, Phil, they can get toxic immediately, and they're already toxic to begin with, if that's the mentality. And his stream chat is the most toxic chat I have seen on the fucking internet. Out of all the sites I visited, I go into attest to the stream chats I've been to, his is the worst. The absolute worst. Because it's nothing but cocksucking, shitting on haters and all this stuff. I have been to Youngtown stream for a while. I kind of don't go there anymore because he plays kind of boring games that don't interest me. I go to some art streams, and we get interesting conversations. His chat is so fucking bad. It's like, I'm gonna kind of shut myself for a moment, guys. But I used to go to Tevin streams, kind of do some shit posting there that was terrible, and that's all of DSP streams is full of people who think they're funny trying to shit post in his own chat, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I kind of have a self reflection through Tevin kind of giving me shit about that, and I also look at his chat, I'm like, Holy fuck, shitposting in a fucking chat is fucking retarded. What the fuck? And I kind of realized that, so I kind of toned down the fucking nonsense I was doing because I realized how dumb that is. But DSP's chat is full of people who are not self-aware enough to realize how retarded they fucking sound. It's fucking insane. It's one thing to make shitposting and kind of being aware and being aware of that and be like, okay, you know, I'm gonna tone it down a little bit. Maybe I'm going a little bit overboard or whatever. You know, now the most I do is talk about Skullgirls. That's the most shitposting I do now. Which is better than what I was doing way back. But you know, but DSP's chat doesn't fucking change. It's the same nonsense, and it's fucking terrible. And that's the kind of community DSP nurtures. Okay. So they spam stream chat with generic complaints. So it's generic to say that his pre-streams are long. Okay, I mean, it's more generic to complain about, you know, oh, Phil, pay me tons, get out. That's more generic than fucking, your pre-streams are too long, man. That is actually more constrictive than, you know, the fucking usual nonsense. But okay. They get banned, don't come back, and their trolling gets shut down before it ever starts. They don't come back because they're banned. Why would anyone come back to a streamer that bans them? Like, sometimes when I stream, I time people out just as a joke, because, like, I shout out to Spriggs. I would stream, and he would shout out Eliza, who's my main, and I think Eliza's a great character, and I jokingly time him out sometimes, because, it's, a timeout is a little bit more of kind of like a slap, but if I were to outright ban Spriggs, I doubt Spriggs would come back, so I don't ban him because, I know he's fucking joking. Timing out and banning are two different things, and it's like, whatever, but banning is a little whatever, but, of course no one's gonna come back if you ban them. And that's the thing that pisses me off about his chat the most with his mods, is that you get banned for no fucking reason, and sometimes you might not even know why you're banned. You could say anything, like, you could make a slight little joke about DSP, and you get easily banned for that, but then when his cocksuckers make a joke about DSP, they don't get banned. But, since they don't know you, you can't make fun of DSP, so on the forums, in his chat, you're pretty much walking on eggshells, and it's fucking terrible, and he's gonna claim, well, we don't ban people willy-nilly. We know who to ban, okay? We know who are the trolls. How do you know? Some people get labeled as a troll when they're not a troll. Okay. This has been the case ever since I started streaming in 2013, and it will continue. Trust me, I know what I'm doing after 5 years. Do you? Do you now? Pre-streams are not a waste of time and are informative for regulars and newcomers alike. I thought the weekend preview was for newcomers. I thought the Twitter was where you get information. Okay. Do newcomers really need to know you have a girlfriend that you're trying to move in? Do they really need to know about your opinions on Mario Sunshine and patrons and trolls? I don't know. You know what is a waste of time? Threads like this that aren't constructive at all. Okay. But instead are just created for people to air their pet peeves. Don't like pre-streams, then show up at 12:30 p.m. my time, even though sometimes you might still catch some rambling. Every day instead of 11:30. But when you're uninformed about what's going on daily, don't expect everyone to hold your hand and personally answer your questions when the knowledge was made public, but you were too impatient to listen. Now please stop it. Okay. Okay. So how is okay, his fucking tweets about his pre-stream is just, we're live. Go to my Twitch channel. That's it. That's it. It's just, we're live. That is very vague, and a lot of people can assume that, maybe he's gonna start gameplay at 11:30. Oh no, it's just him rambling about YouTube ad revenue. Oh, Twitch is so great. Oh, 500 subs. You get to see me naked. Yippee. And then he shits on people who don't like it because, they have to like it. So there's that thread. Let's go to the next thread because another person makes another valid point. Marky Mark, who is a weird fucking fan of Phil that never gets banned, but he's able to say troll-like things because he gives Phil money, I guess. I came to the forums tonight and I see that another thread has been locked for a legitimate complaint from a stream attender that I wasn't able to post a reply in. Phil, and that's the other thing, I kind of agree with Marky Mark's thread here. We'll get into a little bit more, but the thing that pisses me off the most is that DSP makes this big wall of text and then locks the thread so no one can really dispute what he's saying. So you have to make another thread about it that is going to make it look petty. Like, I made a thread on these forums about his PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds gameplay and all this stuff, and I said he's been playing it every day and he needs to fucking relax with it. He can continue to play it all he wants, but he's doing it way too much, whatever. That thread gets deleted, and it gets deleted without any warning. And I'm just like, why the fuck was this deleted? I didn't insult the guy, I just asked a valid question, it gets deleted. So I had to make another thread to kind of to get an answer. That thread's still not locked or deleted or anything. It's still there. And my account's still not banned, which surprised me, but okay. Now that I'm bringing attention to my forum account, I'm sure it's going to get banned at the next post I make. So, oops. Phil, I know in the past you've mentioned how dead the forums are, but I find a little reason to keep posting here when threads are continuously being locked or deleted just because you perceive them to be defamatory or baseless. Hellblazer's pre-stream length thread was a valid complaint that may bring up frequently, including people who sub to your Twitch channel, which you inaccurately contested. Excuse me. And while you stated that no constructive criticism was given in the thread, people did provide constructive suggestions on how you could shorten your pre-streams and still get your point across. I go into more detail, but since you locked it, you consider the matter closed, and it's not up for further discussion. I understand blocking threads for people that create stock accounts, which is also a dumb fucking... I don't understand that either, because a lot of these people who create stock accounts because their account gets banned as soon as the thread is locked. Usually, if a thread is locked, you could kind of assume the account is banned. I guarantee the person who made Hellblazer is banned. I guarantee he's banned. I guarantee it. Because that's how DSP is. If he locks your thread and you're not banned, consider yourself fucking lucky. Because you can make a thread that says, I think DSP's facial hair is dumb. That thread will be banned and the thread will be deleted and you'll be banned. But okay. And those who are blatantly trolling, but your forums are going to continue to be a ghost town if you keep deleting and locking threads, even when a complaint is justified. If you want to operate these forums under a heavily moderated mindset, this place is going to remain stagnant, like his fucking Twitch chat. His cheers, the people who cheer and tip and sub and all that shit, are the same fucking people. The only way that his subs are growing is because people are gifting subs. That's the only way that his subs are growing, is people are gifting subs. I'm sure eventually, I'm gonna predict this right now. I'm gonna get gifted a DSP sub. I guarantee someone's gonna gift me a fucking sub because they want him to have more subs. Watch it happen. Which is garbage. I personally think it's dumb for Twitch to have that feature of gifting subs. I really think that's fucking retarded. Because it causes people to just throw away their money and just force people to have a sub for a streamer that you may not even care about. Like, why? Why, Twitch? Why do that? It's like if I gift someone a patron sub, like, oh, you want to pledge this patron? Don't worry, I'm gonna gift you a patron pledge. Like, okay. Then Phil comes in, locking the thread, which is kind of ironic. I kind of laughed at that, but let's continue. Nothing constructive was in the original thread. It was literally about 10 people saying, we don't like long pre-streams, we just like the gameplay. While my post in that thread was, you could do shoutouts as you're setting up the gameplay. You don't need to do, like, shoutouts then set up the gameplay. You can kind of do both. But, okay. My response was, Okay, but they are informative and necessary, and some people like them and find them useful. I extend the length of my streams by 1 hour. No, you don't. Recently, and the promised amount of gameplay is being delivered, so if you don't like the long pre-streams, show up an hour later. Okay. I then closed the thread because the situation was addressed. No, it wasn't, because you kind of didn't address any of the valid points. He didn't explain why he can't do shoutouts and set up the game at the same time. He doesn't explain that. He doesn't explain why he needs it to be an hour long. It doesn't have to be an hour long, by the way. It doesn't have to be, but okay. Now, apparently you didn't get your way, which would only amount to my shortening pre-streams because you're so close-minded, so you make another threat, to whine about it like a bratty baby. Not productive, not constructive, not cool. How is it not constructive? He literally said locking threads is gonna lead to a dead forum, which it has. It actively has, because I've not seen a new thread since. This is the last thread that's been made that's like unique. The only threads that are being popular are ones that were made a week ago. Okay. So then it says, stop with the nonsense. Pre-streams are long because people are cheering, subbing, tipping to support me, and half the pre-stream, 30 plus minutes, is me doing shoutouts that is necessary to stay in business. Don't like it, show up an hour later. Stop demanding that everything change because you personally don't like it. You alone do not personally dictate what I do, and everybody else gets. Grow up and don't make another thread about this. But he bans anyone that disagrees. I've been over that many times in the last thread. You don't really have to go into that, but it's so retarded that he's fucking saying this. Like, look at these pre-streams. 57 minutes. 57. 39 minutes. That's a good one. That's a good one. 32 minutes. Okay. An hour and 2 minutes. An hour and 2 minutes. 48 minutes. 51 minutes. 54 minutes. An hour and 3 minutes. An hour and 5 minutes. An hour 52 minutes. 55 minutes. 1 hour and 14 minutes. Almost an hour and 30. 54 minutes. 46 minutes. 48 minutes. 30 minutes. Oh, that's a good one. 44 minutes. 41 minutes. 40 minutes. Like, it's so ridiculous. Can I, arrange this differently? I don't think I can. Fuck it. Like, look at this. Let's go back to this. I think you could. Oh my god, come on. Fuck it, I can't figure it out. But they're so fucking long. They need to be shortened. Shorten your pre-streams. Okay, everyone. That's it. That's it for this fucking video. Hope you enjoyed this short fucking video. Short, I guess. See you next time.